If your vision of the future has been shrinking, here's why. Because most people don't lose it all in one moment. They stop believing that the future could be better than the past. And then once that happens and their vision fades, so does everything else. So if I wanted to destroy somebody's future, I wouldn't need to touch their money, their health, or their relationships. I'd just chip away at their belief that tomorrow could be better than today. And if I wanted to empower somebody and build a winner, I would do the exact opposite. I'd construct an unshakable, optimistic vision that they couldn't let go of no matter what life threw at them. So the first thing I would do is play their mistakes. Like if I was a satanic entity and I wanted to destroy somebody's future, I would just play all their past mistakes over and over again and let them mull over those mistakes and ruminate on those mistakes in their mind constantly, just brooding over it like a heavy weight, sinking, and sinking. And I would definitely make sure that all those past mistakes feel much heavier than any kind of future possibilities. And then the next thing I would do is inject chronic doubt. Always doubting if you can do it, doubting other people, just having massive doubt instead of hope for yourself, envision for yourself. You're gonna second guess and overthink everything. It's like death by 1,000 mental questions. The typical ones like, oh, what if it doesn't work? Or what if this happens? What if that happens? What if all these things go wrong? What if, constantly. And then what I would do is I would weaponize their imagination. Instead of imagining their possibilities, I would let them imagine all the things that would destroy them, all the things that would make it difficult for them, and all the people that would get in their way to sabotage them. I would just have them thinking about all the worst case scenarios all the time. And I would hijack their future in that way. And I would make sure that fear is the default setting in their mind. So every time they think about they're gonna do something, that fear is gonna kick right back in. Then the next thing that I would do is I would kill their agency. I would make it so they think that nothing matters in life. Nothing is important. And I would convince them of this, right? And I would make them think that circumstances and other people and just any system or anything that they try to do is just too big, it's too hard, and it's too much work, and it will defeat them every single time. These are the thoughts that I would plant in their minds. And then what I would do is I would tie their identity to despair. I'll have them saying things to themselves like, it is what it is, man, you know? Or optimism is for fools. People are fooled by optimism. All that positivity is for the naive people. You know, I'd have them thinking all these things, and they would repeat these things in their mind constantly. They would be so good at repeating these things that they would make them come true. And then last but not least, I would definitely flood their environment with negativity, negative people, negative media, negative everything, and I would drown them in it. I would pull them down into that fear-based content, and I would just make sure all the toxic people that stay around them, make sure that they enable them. Yeah, let's enable them, and then make sure that they keep on doom scrolling every second of the day. Every chance they get, they want to go back to doom scrolling. Oh shit, what's next? What else can I be afraid of? I want you to ask yourself, which one of these things do you notice yourself doing? Shed some light on it. Bring it out into the open so that you can cognitively replace it with a bolder vision of the future. Now, if I was a divine being or some sort of guardian angel, what I would do, I would be whispering to people to have a bigger dream. And I would make them realize that they're meant for so much more in this life, that they can't even see everything that they're meant for because it has been blocked. And I would show them how it's been blocked through the media, through society, and through all of these things that are put in our way that we don't even know about. We're not cognizant of it. So in that case, I would expand their imagination for survival and significance, and I would show them the significance in life. And then the next thing that I would do is I would highlight their small wins. Everything they do that's positive is a win for the future. Momentum isn't fast, but it's meaningful. Progress is going to keep the vision alive. So it's a game of inches, right? It doesn't have to be big, leaps and bounds. It just has to be incremental compound effect moving inches every single day that accumulate over time. And then I would make sure I anchor their whole identity into victory, to have that winner mindset. We build good things in life when we're proud of what we're building. We enjoy the process. Like I always say, you know, you don't want to define yourself by delay or it's taking too long or failure. You're going to build good things when you enjoy that process. And then I would help them understand that there is purpose in pain. So they're going to extract the purpose from the pain that they go through in life. No matter if it's relationship pain, financial pain, family pain, any kind of pain that you go through. Just like going in the gym, you feel pain in the muscles and the muscles grow. It's all the same. You grow from pain. Your pain wasn't a punishment, it was preparation. Preparation for the future that you're going to bring into your life. You see, the faith is the fuel, but the bitterness is the detriment. Always remember this. And then the last thing I would do is explain how it's important to have faith over sight, over the things that you see with your eyes. The belief in yourself is more powerful than what you can actually see right now. And this is where the intuition will come into your life, and you'll be able to use that intuition for higher things. Because what's only seen with your eyes is more like a distraction than an insight. The insight truly comes from inside. So you have to believe it first so you can see it and achieve it. So with that being said, which one of these principles do you need to implement the most? And get started on it. Don't doubt yourself. Implement something today. Let's take another step in the right direction. All right? Signing off here. Check out some of my other videos. I'm going to be dropping some more soon. So if you enjoyed this, subscribe, and we out of here.